Well, hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you've been following along for the past few weeks now, you probably are aware that I've been in the process of buying a new camera, and I'm super excited today to say that that new camera is here. And so I thought that I would just do a little bit of an unboxing video for you guys. I've got everything that I bought right here, and I'm just gonna take it all out and show you guys what's in the box. Alright, so the camera that I have purchased is the Nikon Z6ii, mid to high level mirrorless camera from Nikon. Now, I've been using Nikon cameras in the past, which is the main reason why I picked a Nikon camera, but I did want to switch to full frame and mirrorless. So I've gotten this FTZ adapter, that's F2Z. So this is for mounting your F-mount lenses on Z-mount cameras like the new one that I bought. That'll enable me to use my old lenses on this camera. And then I also did want to get a Z lens for the camera because I've heard that those are really good, and I wanted a native lens for it and a full frame lens for it. So I have purchased the 24 to 200 millimeter f4 to 6.3 VR lens for it. And I know a lot of times kit lenses get a bad rap, but I actually looked online. A lot of people seem to really like this lens, so I'm hopeful that it will do really well. And that's a nice all-around lens to get me started in the Z system. So first off, we will just open up the camera here. Now, I'll be totally honest with you, I have already peeked in here because I was extremely excited when I got this. But I did just get this a little bit ago, and so I'll take it out. I haven't peeled off any of the protective covers or anything yet. So opening it up, right on top here, you're just going to have a USB-C cable that you can use for charging the camera. It's very short, but there's that in there if you don't have one, and of course your user guides and warranty paperwork. Alright, so from there, just flip this little cover down, and we've got the camera right in here. It's neatly wrapped in some bubble wrap as well as a foam cover, and sits down in there, so that makes sure that it stays nice and safe in shipping. And there she is, guys. So it's fairly thin, but it does have a nice beefy grip on it, so you can get a good handhold on there. But it's actually thinner than even my entry-level DSLR is. It's very thin. It is a little bit heavier, I think, because it's a nice heavy aluminum body. It feels very well built, very high quality. It fits pretty nicely in my hand. It's maybe slightly large, but it has a nice ridge right here, so the ergonomics at first glance seem very good. And I'll just go ahead and peel off this protective cover. Here you go. I love doing that. Alright, so of course you got a nice large screen on there that can fold out and tilt as well. So that's a nice thing there. Now, also in the box with the camera, you're going to have your battery charger and your battery. I don't know whether you might have a camera that already takes this battery. It's different than the one my other camera takes, which is kind of unfortunate, but I imagine that the power output needed may have changed. And so that just slides right into the charger. you will probably need to charge this up as soon as you get the camera. It may run for a little bit. I think in the front of the book it did say that you could take a couple pictures with it, but then you'll probably have to charge it up. Now the good news is you can also charge it via the USB-C cable and run it off of that, so you can just put the battery in it and plug it into the wall and try it out that way. Moving on, we have the lens for it. This is the Z24-200mm lens that is specifically designed for Nikon Z line of mirrorless cameras. Right on the top of this box, we've got a little pouch for the lens. That's quite nice. Protective thing to put it in your bag with, and of course the user guide and warranty information. And then again, just pull this little thing down and the lens is right under there. It is also nicely wrapped to keep it nice and safe. And this has a little bit of bulk to it. I was actually kind of surprised how heavy this is. Now I know compared to a lot of other full frame lenses, according to people I've seen online, this is actually fairly light. But if you're coming from a crop sensor camera and you're used to lighter lenses, this may feel pretty bulky to you. But it does seem nice and sturdy as well, which is good. It's got a nice lens cap on the front here. Looks like a 67mm thread on it to put filters on there. Comes with, of course, a rear cap as well, which is good. So you can cap it up, put it in your bag. And it will come with this little locked here, which just latches it in the 24mm size just to keep it from expanding, I guess. It is fairly tight right now, but maybe it'll loosen up and it expands all the way to 200mm, which is quite long in terms of the size of the lens. And also in this box you will get a lens hood for this in its own plastic bag, and so that can fit right on the end of the lens like that, kind of shield it from some extra sunlight and so forth. So that's very nice that that's included in there. And then finally, we've got the FTZ Adapter, and this will let you adapt lenses from older Nikon cameras, non-Z lens Nikon cameras, to this Z mount system, so you can keep using your old lenses or potentially maybe even purchase those F mount lenses at a lower price to put on your Z mount cameras. Save a bit of money. Again, top of the box, we've got the warranty and instruction manual for that. And this is wrapped up in some bubble wrap here. And there's nothing else in this box. Pull that out. And it looks like this has a lens cap on each side of it as well. So you can see this matches the F mount size lens, and then the other side matches the Z mount size going into the camera. And I'm noticing, looking at this, that the F mount is actually seems a little bit smaller than the Z mount does. So that's just interesting to note, I guess. And I believe to use this, that you'll just take the cap off of that and off of the camera. And then line that up and twist it on. And that has its own 1/4-20 thread on the bottom of it, which will allow you to screw the tripod onto that to balance out the weight a little bit more evenly if you want to go that route. So if I were to grab a lens, so for example, this is my 35mm lens from my D3100. This is not a full frame lens, but it is an F-mount lens, which will be run in a 10 megapixel crop mode on this camera. And I should be able now to just line that up, and it locks right on there very nicely. The battery cover is right on the bottom where it is on my D3100, and the memory card reader is right on the side, which is quite nice. Yeah, so if I flip that on right now, you can see that this is able to focus right away and everything with this different lens on there. So that is a very nice feature that all your old lenses should be able to port over to the new camera. Now this has a nice little screen on the top, and of course the viewfinder here, which comes on when you put it up to your eye, as well as the screen on the back. I showed you, of course, the battery is on the bottom, the memory card is on the side. Now you do not get a memory card with the camera, and so I have purchased a memory card separately for it, but you know, just be aware you do need to buy that separately. And of course all your plugs are over on this side where you'd expect them to be, at least if you're familiar with Nikon cameras. So I am very happy with this camera so far. I haven't tried it at all yet. I've just charged the battery up slightly and looked at it a little bit, but I have not gotten the opportunity yet to test any photos. Alright, so here's what the 24 to 200 millimeter lens looks like on the camera. It's got a pretty nice balance to it. I can hold it just like this off of my fingers, which is real nice. I like to be able to hold my camera, you know, kind of down like this in my hand when I'm walking around. It feels pretty good in the hand. It is a bit weighty. I definitely can see you getting a little bit tired holding this. There is a strap in the box, or you know, you can buy your own strap with it. Just turn it on for you guys. This is with it zoomed all the way out to its 24 millimeter size, and then you can see if I just zoom in all the way, here's at the 200 millimeters. So that is a nice broad range with this lens, which is very cool. I will have to try it out more, of course, and I will obviously be letting you guys know what the picture quality is, because I'm going to be using this a ton for my channel. But yeah, so far that looks very, very good in terms of its versatility. So that's going to be it for this video. I did just want to show you guys all the stuff that I got, because I was very excited about it, and wanted to make this a little bit of an unboxing for you, so you could kind of see what that looks like, if this is something that, you know, maybe you're interested in, or you just like watching unboxing videos. I'm sure there will be lots of videos about this camera in the future. I'll obviously be using it a ton for this channel, testing it out and figuring it out, and so I'm very excited about that. If that interests you as well, definitely hit that subscribe button to see more content from me using this camera, doing landscape photography tips, and so forth. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and as always guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.